We want to thank you all for tuning in to Black Video News. We got a special guest artist right here at the BVN Network. I'm quite sure you can look and see who this distinguished comedian is. He hails from St. Louis, Missouri. He's made a name for himself in the comedy ranks. He's been knocking them out cold. First round like Tyson used to do. This guy started out on the NBC, well, probably before that, but he made his debut on the NBC reality show, The Last Comic Standing. He's been in BET, Comic View. He's been on Russell Simmons' Def Jam. He's been on The Workaholics. He's appeared on the show Breaking Bad. He's also been on the show Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He's been in films. He's also came up with his own release and comedy special, Can a Brother Get Some Love? Ladies and gentlemen, from St. Louis, Mr. Lavell Crawford is in the house.
Thank you, man. That was a nice church introduction. He's been blessed to be on so many things. God has just took his journey so far. he read all this stuff. I did.
Thanks for being here, Mr. Crawford. I know you're appearing at the Tobin Center tonight at 8 p.m.
That's right.
But one of the things I wanted to go right into is you've been so blessed, and I'm going to say it again. We're going to go back to church and say it again.
Okay.
But when you started out from a level to now with your comedy, when you started out, how do you feel about it? What it would take to you to get to the next level with your brand appearing in larger audiences?
Oh, well, I've been doing it 25 years, but, I've been probably a little longer than that, but it's a weird thing about, being a black comic out here, because you gotta battle both sides. You can do mainstream, but then you lose your black people. If you do black people, you use your mainstream, and I've been blessed to be able to keep them relevant on both sides, because I haven't been in too many Fridays and they ain't been into this, but I've been in a Breaking Bad where black folks don't watch, but now they watch it like, dang, I didn't know you was on there. I was on Netflix and watching it and you were on there, so, and I've been blessed to be able to keep it in that nice level, and I mean, building my brand, I think is just like the, just the everyman, and they realize, I'm bringing it to realize that we all the same in so many ways, and my fans with the internet and and just the touch of television like Netflix, where you can just pick out something to watch. Right. People can watch you at home. Correct. And be like, wow, man, I love this guy. I ain't never heard of him. Like YouTube, man, is a blessing. And all these little factions on the internet have really helped me build the brand that I call Lavell Crawford and Hey Fat Dude Productions.
Correct.
And so I think that's how I've been doing it, and it's just building into the theaters, overloading out the comedy clubs where they selling out adding shows, and we just partaking and putting it in the theaters where it belongs, and hopefully arenas, but I don't want to even go that far. I don't want to have to yell, because I seem like I'm in a bigger room. I'll be like, oh, I'm doing it. It'll be hoarse as hell at the show.
Let me ask you a question too also, Mr. Crawford. For growing up, being in the game for over two decades right now, who inspired you as a young comedian for some of the the pioneers in comedy?
Well,
was it the Richard Pryors, the Eddie?
Well, of course you watch Sanford and Son with Red Fox, and then, but first, of course, it was Richard Pryor, because I listened to his albums, sneaking listened to my uncle's album when I was staying up there for the summer. Right. He talking about the man going to the voodoo woman and they ate the monkey foot, and it was a polar bear with little bitty feet. And I thought that was just incredible, man. It just put this story in my head, and I wanted to be like him. Right. And then I got to see a array of like Red Fox. I had never seen him do stand-up, and I watched him, and he was amazing. And then you just start finding out all these different comedies. Then the comedy forefront just started coming in, and then like greats like Robin Harris, who passed away too soon. Harris, correct. Damon Wayans, like I love Damon Wayans when he first came out, because Damon Wayans, he was so funny how he could articulate a black family man. Right. And talking about his children and the whole lifestyle that he led, and it was just so funny. Then you got your Bernie Macs, of course, Hometown Boy Said Entertainer, and D.L. Hughley. Then you just, from the mainstream comics like Seinfeld and guys like him, and of course, like Eddie Murphy. I mean,
Of course,
he was,
of course, Eddie.
I mean, Eddie, he dominated comedy and movies with his in control of the whole game, like the Michael Jackson of comedy, So, but everybody got to find their path, and I'm finally finding my path, because sometimes I'm more looked over than looked at.
Right.
That's so weird, like, oh my God, I'll be having all these people, oh my God, Lavell Crawford, then I go over here, I don't know who that is.
Right.
So it's weird, so it's hard to find your niche, but once you do, it's bigger than what you think it is.
Right. So how do you stay so consistent, man, with being funny and coming up with new material? You know what I mean? Because being on the stage night after night, week after week, fresh material, keeping people laughing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, it's not that hard because some people don't like nothing new.
Right.
Some people want you to like this special. They want me to do the whole special live.
Right.
They don't want me to do nothing new. Then you got them crazy folks. He did the same stuff he did on TV. So you can't win. So I just do what I want to do.
Right.
And I'm always writing. Stage is my handbook and it's my counselor. I get on stage and things are coming to it. Things that I've experienced and all that stuff. I start writing from the stage.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, man, you're laying it down. We love it. St. Louis native, man. I know you're gonna bring it raw tonight, right on stage.
Oh, man,
you have a good time tonight, Lavell?
I hope so. I ain't coming. I'm gonna have a good time. No, I'm gonna have a horrible time. I hate everybody. No, I'm gonna have fun, man. As long as everybody else having fun, this is weekend. It's Friday night. I mean, it's a new year. We start 2/16 now. It ain't the end of the world yet, so we still here.
We still here.
We still here. I'm blinding ourselves with these resolutions. I'm gonna lose weight this year. I'm gonna stop eating. I'm gonna get me a better life and job. I'm gonna go back to school. Shut up. Just live the life you live, and that's the one that kept you alive this long. So we're gonna have fun.
All right. Well, what's up and coming for you in 2016? Give my audience an idea of some of the cities where you're gonna be at throughout the country and what's going on with Lavell Crawford.
Well, I'll be in Dallas tomorrow. In a couple of weeks, I'll be in West Nyack, New York, and it's just gonna parlay. I don't know my schedule off the bat,
right.
But I just did a movie called American Ultra. It's on iTunes now. We got the most watched movie ever on Netflix.
Right.
Called The Ridiculous Six with Adam Sandler.
Okay.
It's a Western comedy, and I play a bad guy. I'm on the movie. It's a great movie.
You got the 6 shooters on?
Yeah, got 6 shooters on. Got a big afro and a patch. Got a hat. Yeah, it's a fun movie, and people been loving it. I've been getting nothing but rave reviews, because it's funny and it's another level of my acting skills, but just Adam Sandler, who's a class act, who's he's a genius and all right because he know how to keep bringing content to America. Some people try to judge it, because I don't like it. I said, okay, well, what you doing? You sitting on the couch eating French fries. You're not even doing nothing with your life. You sitting up here having the nerve because you got some internet, you got some Wi-Fi, you can sit up here and critique Adam Sandler. Really?
Right.
Shut up.
Right.
I just tell people to shut up because I'm too grown. I'm 47 now. I don't sit up here and listen to you tell me how to do something because people will sit up here and, well, I think you should do. I say, I know you can kiss my ass. That's what I mean. I know this is a family show, but I mean, that's what I tell people because people will they'll put you in a box, man,
right,
and try to tell you what you can't do. And he's an inspiration to me because, he steps past the critics and do what he want to do.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, that's called an artist. Artists always are criticized because I don't see what he sees. Right. Of course you don't, because you don't have an artistic mind.
Correct.
But as soon as you catch on, oh, he is fantastic. It's just like me. When I got on Last Comic Standing, that's when everybody, oh man, it was hilarious because before you have critics. Netflix.
Right.
I can't understand what he's saying because you don't speak English, apparently. Because everybody else in here laughing, but you laughing. Why you laughing? Because you're a follower?
Right. Right.
So it's just a thing about you just touch those who touch. You can't win everybody at the right time. And some people just ain't going to like you.
Yeah.
I heard some lady said that on Facebook, and that stuck with me a long time.
That's true.
She said, some people just ain't going to like you.
That's true.
But no matter what you do, I said, man, that makes so much sense because I hate trying to make that one person like you who just don't like you for no reason at all.
Right.
It's just the way he walk. It's just the way he eat his French fries. The way he lay down on the bed. Really?
Right.
So I think, but in Ridiculous 6 is already out on Netflix. You can check it out right now.
Okay.
You can check out my special on Netflix. I got a movie coming out with Zac Efron, Anna Kendrick from Pitch Perfect.
Okay.
Adam Levine also in it. Stephen Root is called Mike and Dave Meets Wedding Dates. I turned 3 lines into damn near the whole movie. We filmed it in Hawaii. I never got so tired of Hawaii. I got tired of Paradise. Can you believe that? I'm a spoiled brat. I was ready to get the hell out of it.
You was ready to go.
Well, Hawaii is like 5 hours from Los Angeles, but it's like 10 hours from everywhere else.
Right.
So you almost in the past.
Yeah.
That's why it's so beautiful over there because the rain don't know how to get to it. But I was ready to go. But it's a funny movie.
Right.
I do some action stunts in it. It's a great time. It'll be out July 8th.
Okay.
And I did a movie with Mike Epps. I had a nice part in that called Meet the Browns. It's a parody of Purge. It'll be out April 16th.
All right, man. That's a lot.
Just all kind of stuff.
That's a lot going on.
Yeah, I did it, baby. It's all out there.
It's out there.
All kind of content. When you doing something new, it's out there.
It's out there. He's doing something new for 2016. Got a lot on the plate. He's going to be laying it down tonight at 8 p.m. at the Tobin Center right here in the Alamo City. As always, man, it's a pleasure.
Thank you, brother.
We love you right here at Black Video News.
Thank you, brother.
And if you just want to say something funny before we get off, man, just don't make fun of the suit or nothing.
He smell good though. He smell like I could put you in a dryer and you make all my clothes smell fresh. I don't know what that cologne got on. I heard him. I was like, it was almost like Gain, like a Gain softener, man. This dude smell delicious. He got the candy shirt on. He smell like candy.
You heard it first. Comedian, actor, right here on BVN, Mr. Lavell Crawford, appearing at the Tobin Center, 8 p.m. right here in the Alamo City. Thank you, Mr. Crawford.
Thank you, brother.
It's been a blast. Keith Scott, Black Video News.